What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode brought to you by the League FFB. You heard that. I'm a little bit under the weather. So if you hear a little bit of me trying not to cough, trying not to, clear my throat during this video, yeah, that's what's going on. So anyways, we are going to be doing the Battle Royales today, as we do every Saturday. We got 4 of them here on tap for us, so we'll get through all of these. And there really is no reason to waste any time. As you can see, I got it pulled up on the screen. These are the Week 7 Battle Royales. If this is your first time here, what you do is you draft 1 quarterback, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, and a flex every week. It's a massive tournament. Obviously, you can see there's $350,000 in prizes, $7 for every team we throw in there. But that is what we are doing today. While we are drafting these teams, we are going to be answering your fantasy football questions. So if you got fantasy football questions at the moment, maybe you need some lineup decisions made, maybe you have some waiver questions, whatever you got for your fantasy football leagues, maybe just NFL questions for this weekend, go ahead and ask them in the chat. That's what we're doing today. So yeah, man, as you can see, we got the 105. We got a little bit to wait. We did set up our rankings here for the week. Now keep in mind, these rankings that you are seeing on the screen, these are not my weekly redraft rankings. These are just DFS rankings for this specific tournament, this specific type of scoring, which is half PPR, no tight end premium, 1 quarterback. So don't pay too much mind. That is more for me to draft when I see it. But obviously, if you guys want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But like I said, man, we're going to be drafting from the 5 spot. I think what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks is trying to diversify some of the assets on these rosters just to make sure that we get as good of a chance to cash one of these teams as possible. We have cashed so far. We've done 6 weeks. We're going into week 7. We've cashed 5 out of the 6 streaming lineups that we've made so far on each week, or at least 1 on each week. So we're going to try and keep that hot streak going. I wrote down some players that I think are potentially good plays for us to target this week, and that's what we're going to be doing. So this one right now, I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and grab hopefully an elite QB early, maybe an elite tight end early after these first 2 picks, if we can get to that point. But if the guys that I want, like Jaden Daniels or something, are not there, George Kittle's not there, Brock Bowers not there, we'll just keep going with the other positions. But we'll do that at some point today. Kyron Williams, he was definitely a guy that I was looking at there as well. I think he's going to have a really good matchup this week. But we'll just see what we can make happen, man. I think I'm going to try and take Jamar Chase if he falls to us. If Brait doesn't do it, then I'll try and take Jamar Chase here. And A.J. Brown comes off the board, so we'll go Jamar. He'll be our first guy, and that makes me feel good, man. We'll take him and move on. Let me put my phone on DND. Cody says Tyler Goodson breakout week. You love to see it. Here's what we'll do with this one too. We'll take gonna take some Drake London. So we got our 2 wide receivers early. Now we got to go to the other positions. I guess we could take another wide receiver if we really wanted to do 3. It just feels like there's so many running backs that they're all going to be pretty much the same this week. Jaden Daniels went. He's definitely the top quarterback pick, I think, this week with that matchup against Carolina. There goes Bowers, like we said. I think Kittle's matchup is great. RP says, would you trade Devontae for DK? I view those guys kind of in the same tier. I think they're kind of the same type of player. But, yeah, I think I would take DK over Devontae. There goes Chuba. Still no Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason not going to be back this week, so we will get another week of Chuba. We could take a guy like Josh Allen. I don't know how good Josh Allen's going to be this week against that Tennessee defense, but it is Josh Allen. BJ says, can you turn the volume up on your end? The volume of my microphone? There goes Kelsey. Man, these people are going a little bit slow right now. BJ, are you talking about the music volume or the microphone volume? Well, I guess if Bijan's still there, I'll take Bijan. TD says, got you. Appreciate it. There goes Jaden Reed. I guess we'll take Bijan. And then hopefully if we can get this next one, we'll take one of these top running backs as well. Bang. Now we just need to come back and get the quarterback and the tight end. Microphone volume. Yeah, I mean, I can look at it. It shows my audio levels right now are pretty good. Maybe it just needs to be a little bit closer. I don't know, but the audio levels, they look good on my microphone. Let's see. There goes Diggs. We just need to get one of these guys. I don't mind going with Joe Burrow, trying to get the stack here against the Cleveland Browns. And if that's the case, then maybe we end up getting them. But if not, I don't mind a Jordan Love. I don't mind at the tight end position going to a guy like Kyle Pitts or Sam Laporta or Tucker Kraft. All of these options. Romer says volume's good. Okay. Man, seeing Tyreek Hill go here at the 4-6 just for weeks and weeks and weeks now is so depressing. There goes Cooper Kupp, still questionable for this week. He may not even play. And then I think what we'll do is we'll try and grab, let's see, what do we have between us? They already have their quarterback, so we will just take our tight end and then try and grab the quarterback there. Romer says, Amari Cooper, thoughts? I think it's still questionable whether or not he plays. If he plays, I can't imagine they have him on a full snap count. But he's going to be good there in Buffalo. It's definitely an upgrade for him, but just definitely something that I'm not really expecting a ton out of him yet. We'll go Kraft there. And then should we just go with our stack for actually, I'm not going to go with the stack. I'm going to go with Jordan Love. We're going to take the Tucker Kraft Jordan Love stack. So that's our first team there, folks. Love, Bijan, Mixon, Chase, London, Kraft. That's the first team. So we will get the next one set up here. We will do that one, and then we'll go from there. TD Flip says, having a rough go in my dynasty for this week. Start 4 between Higgins, BTJ, Devontae Adams, Wandell, and Marv. Cleared to play. So I would go with Higgins. I think I'm just going to go with Higgins, BTJ, Devontae, and Marv. I think I would just roll with those guys. They all have the highest upside. Wandell, he's a safe play. If you want to go with something safe, I guess you can plug him in, but I really do think if you're swinging for the ceiling, you want to have the other guys in the lineup. Matt says Christian Kirk or Pop Douglas, full PPR. I would rather have Pop Douglas in the lineup this week. So there you go, folks. That was the first team. We're going to go hit this second squad. I'm entering that as we speak, and hopefully we'll be able to draft somewhere different than the 5 spot and keep rolling. We are waiting on a couple more to fill that one, so once this one is full, we will hop into that draft and pull that up on the screen. Let's see what we can do. One more person, and it is full, so we will pull that up. We are going to be drafting from the 5 spot again. So I guess we'll go from the 5 spot, whatever. Lots of red badges. I think we are the only one that is not a red badge in this draft. So this is going to be a very competitive one. I like this one. Celtic says PPR, do I start Latimari or Juju? I think Juju is the play there for me. Wandale over BTJ, I think. I like safe. Yeah, if you want to go safe, you can definitely do that. Yeah, considering safe right now only because Broncos D put up 22 for me, and my opponent started the week with Sutton putting up a big old 0. But his squad is stacked, so it might be a Sunday vibe choice. Yeah, I think we just need to know a little bit more about Devontae Adams' role this week. I can't imagine that Rodgers isn't throwing him the football right away though. So maybe if you wanna bench BTJ, you could go Wandale. But right now I have all of those guys that you listed: Higgins, Devontae, Marv, BTJ. I have all of them higher. Marv is going to be a little bit of a sketchier play too. Maybe he's a guy you consider benching. Trade JT and Bijan for Saquon and Pollard. I don't hate that. I think I would rather go with the Saquon and Pollard side. So I'm going to try and, if we can possibly do it, in this one, go with Amon-Ra or Kyren. I guess, or Saquon. Those would be the top 3 for me that we'll try and draft in this one. There goes Kyren. There goes Saquon. We'll take Amon-Ra. He says, honestly, Marv been my biggest concern. Look, if you want to play Wandale over Marv, I think Marv is probably one of the riskier ones that you have. So if you're trying to avoid risk, I think he's the one that you avoid. What do we want to do at this? Why don't we go Metcalf? Johnny says, good pick. I knew you were lurking. Anytime Detroit gets brought up, it's like the boogeyman. Johnny, Detroit shows up. Smooth Criminal says, should I trade Devontae Smith for BTJ and Waddle? Full PPR redraft. It depends on how comfortable you are with Tua. I think if you need wins right now, I'm not doing that. But if you have a cushion in your fantasy football league and you can eat, 2 more losses or something like that, or at least a chance at 2 more losses, because I think it's going to be 2 games probably before Tua even is considered to possibly come back. This week and next week, probably at the minimum. So if you can eat those without having Devontae Smith, then I'm okay doing it. But if you can't, afford a loss by any means at this point, I'm just keeping Devontae. We're going to try and grab, in this one, I'm going to try and grab Pollard probably. And I want to get Pollard on this team. There goes Bijan. Austin, should I trade or should I play Harrison Jr., Ingram, Waddle, or Wandale at my flex? So we were just talking about this. I think Harrison Jr. has the highest upside. Wandale is probably safer than those guys. Evan Ingram's probably as safe as Wandale is too, but the high upside swing for me, I would probably go Harrison Jr., but if you need safe, Wandale's more than safe there. Devin says, PPR, no Lamb this week. Should I start Juju, JSN, or JMO? I like JMO in that situation. And Nino says, Dobbins or James Cook rest of season. I would rather go with James Cook rest of season. There goes Kittle off the board. We don't have the ability to grab one of them. Let's just take Tony P. And then we'll try and take our next running back here, and maybe Chuba. If not Chuba, I'll go with Josh Jacobs maybe, or B-Rob. What's the updates here? Are we trending towards playing? I know he's limited all week. It's tough to draft guys that are questionable. I guess we'll go Chuba. We said him first. And then we need a QB and a tight end. So I think this one, maybe if we can lean on. I kind of like Dalton Schultz this week. I kind of like Laporta this week. It's tough with the tight end position. I guess we already have Amon-Ra. Maybe we'll look at the QB first. I'd probably, if we can get Jalen Hurts, he's the guy that I want. I can't imagine we get him, though, with the turn that we got. If not him, I might go Geno Smith to stack with DK. Yeah, there goes Jalen Hurts. You got Tiger Woods. Debo. Yeah, I think we're going to try and go with Geno and then maybe Kyle Pitts, man. Maybe it's Kyle Pitts is the play. Or Sam Laporta, one of those two. Maybe Ertz is the play too. There goes Laporta, there goes Monty, there goes Gibbs. Romer says, I'm down bad in one league. Demario, Douglas, or Leggett. I like Demario. Let's make this selection. We'll go with Geno. Actually, let's go Kyle Pitts first. And then we'll try and go with Geno after. We had other questions in here. Austin says, CJ Stroud or Jalen Hurts rest of season PPR. Give me Jalen Hurts. And Johnny says, don't draft Geno. Well, I think we're going to draft Geno, Johnny, unfortunately. I just like the matchup. But that is going to be our second team with Geno, Tony Pollard, Chuba Hubbard, Amon-Ra, DK Metcalf, and Kyle Pitts. So that is going to take us over to team 3. So I will get that set up, ready to roll, and we'll get rolling on that one as soon excuse me, folks, as soon as that one is full. We're just waiting on one more person to get that one. Romer says, same, go Pats. I like it. All right, so this one, we are going to be in it now. We are drafting from the 2 slot. So this is an interesting one. We're not going to be in this position very often. So I think maybe getting a guy like Kyron, who seems to be going pretty early in drafts right now, just based on the ADP. I mean, you see the ADP. It's like Justin Jefferson and Kyron. Maybe we just go Kyron here because we haven't been able to get him on any team and make that our play. I think Kyron's going to be the play for me if he doesn't go number 1. If he goes number 1, JJ will be my play here. But we got about 8 seconds until this one starts. Romer says, who's your favorite team? I'm a Vikings fan, man. So I've been a Vikings fan for a long time. But yeah, I'm all Minnesota right now, man. WDW. What are we gonna do here? We go Justin Jefferson. So I'm gonna go Kyron Williams. He's gonna be my pick. He's gonna be the first player. And I think what I'm wanting to do on this one is we're going to go early QB. I really want Jaden Daniels. So if we can get Jaden Daniels on the next one and maybe a Kittle or a Brock at the turn, that's going to be my plan. I want to rely on the early quarterback, early tight end type of duo in this matchup. I think Jaden Daniels is going to feast against Carolina this week. Hell yeah. All right. Neighbors off the board. A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Kenneth Walker. Hopefully Jaden falls a couple more because it would be really nice to have Kyron and Jaden here. We'll see what we can make happen. There goes Jamar. That's a good value on Jamar, I think. Ah, damn it, dude. Whatever. Johnny says, what underdog are you entering? We're doing the Week 7 Battle Royales. They're the $7 tournaments, the Week 7 Battle Royales. Drake London. So I guess here we'll just take... I'm going to go Kittle. And then let's get a little creative. I guess if we wanted to go early QB, I'll take Josh Allen. There's that one. All right, so we're good there. So now we just got to finish it off with the running back and the wide receiver position the rest of the way. I like that Allen, Kyron, Kittle. That feels pretty strong. Hopefully we can get a guy like McLaurin maybe. Obviously, I still like DK this week. We'll see what we got. Like I said, I got a list of players that I like the matchup this week. Guys like T. Higgins, Jordan Addison, J-Mo, Wan'Dale Robinson. I'd play all of them. There goes Diggs. Maybe we'll get Jaden Reed. We haven't got Jaden Reed on any team yet. CD Smitty says, somebody dropped Dak because he's on bye. Should I pick him up and drop Darnold or Richardson? Yeah, I think at this point I would probably drop Richardson for Dak. There goes Gibbs. Jameson off the board. Let's see. Maybe we can go... we'll go Jaden Reed. And then I'm going to try and go Higgins for this next one. And then we'll go running back with our last pick. You know, Higgins has out-targeted Jamar Chase since he's got back from injury. He has more targets and a higher target share than Jamar Chase since he came back from that injury. Kyle, he says full PPR, pick one Love / Cousins, pick one flex, Chubb, Dobbs, Shakir. With the quarterback, I like Jordan Love over Kirk Cousins. With the flex, I like It's between Dobbs and Shakir. I think I'm going to go with Dobbs, though. He said I forgot what you said about Love and Cousins yesterday. Yeah, I like Cousins this week, but I like Love more, so Love would be my play. Who should I start at wide receiver 2 in flex between Marvin Harrison Jr., Tyreek, Jason, Ayuk, Juju? Wide receiver 2, I would go Marvin Harrison Jr. and probably flex JSN. I don't like the matchup for Ayuk at all in the slightest this week. I'm going to try and go... I think I'm going to try and go David Montgomery or Brian Robinson with my next pick. Austin says, the person with Jalen Hurts likes CJ Stroud. Should I swap CJ for Hurts? I can also add in Pitts because I have Bowers and Ingram. I just like, I like Jalen Hurts a little bit more than CJ Stroud just due to the rushing upside, so I don't mind making the swap. I think Kyle Pitts is a fine add-in if you need to, but I don't feel like you should have to add in Kyle Pitts, or maybe it's just a smaller piece. Also, could I put Tyrone Tracy at flex, but I don't know Singletary back in. They said Tracy's going to get more work, so maybe you do play him. They said he's still going to get more work even with him back in the lineup. I think just because B-Rob is questionable, I don't want to kill this team because this team is pretty solid. Like, if he is a questionable out, that would just destroy the roster. So I guess I'll go David Montgomery, even though I love the matchup for Brian Robinson. But how about for this last one, we do get a little bit risky. All right, Johnny, I think you were trying to hop in one. I'm going to draft our last one. That was the third team. So we'll get into our last one. I'll let you even see it as well. I'm going to be clicking enter in 3, 2, 1. So if you want to enter that battle royale, click it right now. And that was a quick fill, so I don't know if you're going to be in it, Johnny, but we are ripping that one. It doesn't look like it. But we're drafting from the 5. We have 3 teams from the 5 spot today, folks. That's not fun, but 3 of them from the 5 spot. This one we are going to try and get unique. I'm just going to go a little bit crazy on this one, so don't mind me. We're going to get a little bit crazy. I got to get Jaden Daniels on the squad. I think that's a for certain. I definitely want one of Brock Bowers, so we're going to be trying to get him. I think we're going to go QB tight end early, and I'm just going to rip Daniels and Bowers off the rip. Johnny says missed it. It's all good, man. There goes Jefferson. Barkley. That's the plan right off the rip. Hopefully he doesn't take Bowers, because that's what we want. And then at running back, we'll see what we can make happen, but we'll try and just put something together. I have a list of players that I have, like, that I love their matchups this week. I just think they have easy matchups, and I'm just going to draft all players off of that list for this one. We need this. If he goes, I'll take Neighbors. There goes Brock. So we got that locked down. So now we're going to be targeting, I'm just going to pull the list. Running back wise, we're going to be looking at Mixon. I like Pollard's matchup, Chuba's matchup. Who else do we got? B-Rob. Where else were we? Did Dobbins already come off the board? Oh, he doesn't play in the main slate. This is only the main slate, folks. I do like Madison's matchup too this week. That's a little bit of a deep scroll. Where else are we? I got Kyron, Pollard, but they're already gone. B-Rob, Madison, Chuba, Bijan, Dobbins. Yeah, so this would be the running backs that we're looking at. Wide receivers wise, Jefferson, Chase, they already came off the board, obviously. Amon-Ra, Neighbors. I like Deontay. Higgins, Addison. J-Mo. Wan'Dale Robinson. Kind of like all of those. And I like Terry McLaurin as well. So that would kind of be what we're looking at here. This is going to be interesting. TD Flip, who you like more this week, Pitts or Njoku? I like Pitts more. Here at this running back position, we're going to go with Chuba. And then on our next one, we'll try and get maybe Terry, the Terry stack. There went Terry, unfortunate. So I guess we'll try and go Mixon. We'll go Deontay after that. Just trying to put it in the order that it was. Here, Addison, J-Mo. And then it was Madison, Wan'Dale. That's the order that I had it in my rankings. So we'll just rock with it in that order. I guess we'll go Tony P. And then that means we got to go with our wide receivers. So we'll just take the running backs off the list. We got to take two of these guys. You think we should avoid Deontay just because we have Chuba in the lineup already? Probably, right? Christian says you chopped, big dog. To be honest, I don't even know what chopped means. I don't know what that means. We'll try and grab these wide receivers, and then we'll show you the exposure for the rest of the week. Or I guess the guys we drafted this week. Part of me feels like we need to avoid Deontay just because we have Chuba. So we'll go T, and then we'll take one of these guys, Addison or Jameson. I think I'm going to go with the big play of Jameson. Andrew says, been rocking unstacked Allen this week. Feels a bit too free. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I think the matchup in general is a little bit... people are just weary of the Titans matchup because they play so slow. But We'll see, man. I think it does feel free, though. Allen is a great pick this week. They're basically getting the same amount of targets. Jameson's just working downfield a little more. How's that? I bet Johnny Detroit likes that one. But there we go, folks. That is the team. We'll show you the exposures, and then we will get on out of here for the afternoon. Got another video that I got to record right now, actually, so we'll get to that one. Excuse me. Exposure wise, though, looking at the quarterback position, we got some Josh Allen, we got some Jaden Daniels, some Geno Smith, some Jordan Love. At the running back position, we got Chuba, Tony Pollard, Joe Mixon, Bijan, David Montgomery, and Kyron Williams. 2 of them being Chuba in 2 different leagues. We also got 2 of T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, Drake London, Jameson Williams, DK Metcalf, and Jaden Reed. And then at the tight end position, we got Kittle, Pitts, Bowers, and Kraft. So really across all of the positions this week, we just got double Chuba, double T. Higgins, and we just need those guys to do well. If those 2 guys do well, we should be good in a couple of different places there. So, all right, folks, that is it. If you did enjoy today's video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you catch all of the future content coming from this channel. We are recording a Dynasty video today, so if you guys like Dynasty Fantasy Football, we will be redrafting the 2024 rookie draft class as if it started today. Time travel back in time, redo it over. That's what we're going to be doing. That's going to come out tonight, so keep an eye out for that. And last but not least, go join the Discord. The Discord is free to join, linked in the description. But with all that being said, I have nothing else for you guys today, so I will see you on our next one. Until then, peace out.